Alrighty, another one pot budget-friendly meal. I've had a very trying week and the kids are hungry. Don't even have my jacket off yet. They want chicken fried rice for dinner. It's got the chicken, it's got the veggies, it's got the rice, it's got everything in one meal. So let's get right to it. Let me take off my jacket, wash my hands, and we'll go heat up some pots. Let's get to cooking. And this is what you're going to need. I'm using California style mixed veggies. I didn't even use half the bag. I used 2 kinds of peppers. I used 1/4 of the red, 1/4 of the green, 1 small red onion because they're pretty pungent for me. Some instant rice because that's what I have. And then some chicken tenderloins. We're not going to use that whole pack, but will be there. Some soy sauce. And what I don't have out here is just a little bit of garlic. Okay. Sometimes that's hot off camera, this lid. Just adding my rice. 4 cups of rice, 4 cups of water with a little bit of the bouillon in there, or the base. And then we're just going to give her a stir and put the lid on it because it is instant rice. I didn't have time nor the inclination to make regular rice today. So I'm going to turn that off, put the lid back on, and that'll start cooking from there. And then we'll get moving on to the fried rice. Yeah, I was going to say fried chicken. All right, so I sliced up 3 of the tenderloins. It wasn't quite 3. 1 was really small of the pack. I didn't even use half of it. I mean, like right there would be half. So just shy of half of the pack I used. So let's just call it half, and we'll call this $6. So there you go. So $3 right there. Move this off to the side. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some oil in the pan and going to cook the meat first, and then we'll start cooking the veggies and whatnot when we put the other stuff in. I'm really tired today. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. Not my normal chipper self. I've been in the hospital all week with my grandson, very, very ill. And now I'm home and I'm tired. I'm not caught up yet. So, let me let that get hot. It's not going to fit there. It's too big a pot. Okay, that's kind of high. Yep. All right. Going to add some chicken in. Really don't want to use my hand. I just washed them. And I diced this up real small. It's going to cook real quick. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to the rice. Not a lot. Just rice. Keep saying rice. I'm going to add a lot of seasoning to the chicken. Let me move you over. Maybe it'll help you out a little bit. Yep, that went on the floor. And guess what? When I'm cooking, if it hits the floor, that's where it stays. I'm not touching anything that hits the floor. I mean, unless it's something that I have to clean up. But if it's the fork, it stays down there until I'm done cooking. And I will grab it afterwards. I feel like I don't want to touch the floor while my hands are cooking. So this is pretty good. It's a lot of chicken right here. And this is going to feed all 6 of us. Now, we're not 6 grown folks either. There's me, who only eats a little tiny bit. I'm more like a child. And then I have 2 that eat like 3. Can't get 3 fingers. 3 that eat like grown men. And then 2 that are just average eaters. Eric isn't a big eater. Yasmin and Tyler can eat the side of a barn. Aiden, he can sometimes, but he has to be in the mood to eat like that. Okay, so let's get some seasoning going here. Okay, so here's what you missed. It wasn't much. I added salt, pepper, and garlic to the chicken. In the pan now, I am just searing some of the green and red peppers and the onions. All right, so I took out the green peppers and onions. I have turned my heat back on. I had to stop for a second. Got my rice over here. I'm going to put that in the pan with some soy sauce and some garlic. I forgot the garlic. So I forgot to get the garlic. I had to go get that. I'm going to use a little more olive oil. I can't even say EVOO because in the longest time I have not had extra virgin. So, put that in there. Oh, help if I turn it back on, right? It's all right because I could see the oil already. It's bubbling in there because the pan was good and hot. Get a nice spoon to pull it out with so I don't have to scrape it all out. There goes my dollar store spoon. How many houses has this spoon? Oops. This is a huge, huge pan. Just want to say that from jump. Where is my soy? Oh, here's my soy. This is just Dollar General brand. I almost said brand. And we're just really gonna squirt it in there. We're gonna use quite a bit because this is, at this point, it's like 3.5 cups. Oops, if not more. And my baby's over there talking. Coming around looking for food. Gonna add some garlic because I forgot to put my cooked garlic in there. My not cooked, minced garlic. And some salt. Some pepper. I'm not going to put egg in this, but at one point you should pull all your rice to the side, scramble up your egg, and mix it in. My kids don't like the egg in it, and frankly, neither do I. I do not like eggs. I will eat them if they're in something like, well, I don't like cake either, but like a cake, or it's an ingredient. It's not the main thing. Every once in a blue moon, I'll feel like I want an egg, and halfway through it, I'm usually like, nah, this was a bad idea. But look how quick and easy this is coming together. I gotta get some of the seasonings and the meat in here so that I can make sure that it doesn't need something else. I got the veggies over there sitting on a plate over there. And then the chicken's going in. Got a lot going on right here. It's gonna come together very quickly. I mean, how easy is this for a meal? Maybe you don't think it's a good meal. Well, I'm not saying I don't care, because that's not the point, because I do care. But it is what my kids wanted, it is what we eat, and we don't eat like big pots of rice every day. But in some cultures, it's very much, I gotta turn it down, it's starting to stick. It's very much part of their culture. Hey, I like it. I'm just starting to get into beans. I'm not, you won't see a whole lot of bean cooking on here, even when I do my challenges. I may now a little bit because I'm getting into the black beans, but, and my kids are too, but they, it's going to be few and far between. Now we need some color, right? We need some of this going on. And that's the California blend. Not even half the pack, maybe a quarter of the pack. They're only separated in here because I was trying to dice them, and it was easy to dice up like kind things than it is to dice up this and that here and there. So that's why. It's like that. I'm going to have to sample this in a second just to make sure, because I don't want to hand it to him and go, here it is, and there's no flavor, you know. Oh, come on, this pan here, I don't know what size this pan is. I bought this pan at a Goodwill, some kind of a thrift store, because it was big, and I wanted a big pan, and I fell in love with this pan. It is huge, and I don't know who makes it. I don't know where to get another one. I keep looking, but they're all not the same. Like I look, the handle is different. Like it'll have a rubber handle on it. So I don't know whose brand this is. Oop. Oh, it's gonna be good. I always say, I make a mess. It's gonna be good. I didn't really use all 4 cups. That's gotta be a good, a full cup in there. This would be like 3 cups of rice. Just made way more than I wanted to. But that rice, I'll use it for something else. And if they don't eat all this rice, we will definitely eat it. You can also freeze it. I don't usually do that because it's just as easy to make more. So let me give it a taste and see what's going on in here. See if it needs anything. A piece of chicken or something there. Could use a little bit more soy, but other than that, it's fine. Maybe not even that much soy. They may want to add it on their own. There is so much flavor in here between this, the 2 different peppers, the onions, the chicken, the broccoli, the carrots. I don't know where to start. There's a lot of flavors in here. And I diced the chicken up small, so it's not, what do we say? It's not chewy. We have a lot of people in this house that have texture problems. Especially my autistic son. He's terrified of cotton. He doesn't like meat if it's super chewy. He will eat it. If I cut it up real small, he'll eat every bit of it. But when it's chewy, I don't know. It's not that he doesn't like to eat it because he likes the food. I think it has to do with the texture. And my one ate him. He just recently started eating hamburgers and mashed potatoes. He would not eat it, period. It would just like, his tongue would be out. I'll show you. His tongue would be like this. I'm gonna put my hair in it. He's like, It was on his tongue. He would just cry. All right, well, dinner's done. That's it. I'm burning myself. Dinner is done. They can have this. Oh, it's all over the counter now. They can have this with a glass of milk. You know, I'm going to have a little bit of Pepsi because I like Pepsi. And I don't buy it all the time. Well, I do buy it all the time. I shouldn't say that. I don't buy it often because it takes me a long time to work down on one. All right, so let's stop talking and get to eating. Now here I would have already added the egg in here, like scramble it up on the side. That would be really, really good if you like eggs. So that would be another layer, another color, and I'm telling you, it is so, I mean, I don't know how well it shows there on the camera, but it's really, really colorful. No, you can't really see it that well. But it's, take my word for it, it's colorful. And had I left these bigger, would have been even more color, but I got to do what I got to do, you know? So, let's get to eating. Alrighty, there is the fried rice. All colorful and beautiful and yummy, yummy, yummy. Aiden is going to do our taste test today. So let's get Aiden on camera. Okay, Aiden. Since Eric's not feeling good, you are the taste tester today. And Mr. Baby Yoda is having some.
He's right here.
Okay. So let's get to tasting. Tell me what you think.
Amazing.
Amazing. All of it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess that's it in a nutshell. Aiden said it's amazing, and so it be. Can't see you, Eric. There you go. Whoop, there's Eric in the background, towel wrapped around him. He doesn't feel good, so he's going upstairs to eat. All right. Now let me get to eating. Time for manja.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, here's your wrap up. They absolutely loved it. Not only did they not leave a drop, I actually ended up making more with the rice that I had left behind. They ate so much that they were grunting because they were so full and couldn't get any more in. So that is high praise indeed. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, and please leave a message.